Yet another very special edition of Pickleball. Why is it special today? Well, today's always special. Every day is special. Very special because I'm not going to be on the court. Who is playing, though? Looks like we're lining up to play with Jeremy and Sarah, closest here. Look at that handsome guy coming on the court for no apparent reason. Dear Lord, that visage that just entered from the left side made this whole video worthwhile. What a lovely ensemble I have over there with all red and black. Really tied the whole thing together. They couldn't decide whether that was in or not. Now I want to see what's in. They were so distracted by my beauty, they didn't know whether it was in or out. So let's see this thing here. Patrick gets a good serve, a little shallow. Sarah gets up. Mediocre shot there. I come over here and try to interfere with the shot. We're going to go frame by frame. I think the ball was in. I think that's a winner with an assist by Brian Ridge. We're back to playing. All right, we got a pickleball. We got about 4 or 5 games to lock in. So let's fire through this. As mentioned before, Sarah would be the female walking towards the camera. Jeremy, that pack of bones over there, her partner to the left. I think they decided that it was out and decided that the point counted. They just got screwed. Who got screwed? That's Patrick and Rashid over there. Rashid's on the right side, Patrick's on the left side. Makes sense too, because Patrick's a lefty and Rashid's a righty, so that keeps both their forehands in the middle. I didn't play this game, so we're going to watch and we'll do a little bit of just critique of what's done well, what's not done well. Nothing wrong with a soft serve, especially playing against Rashid. As I remember, Rashid started kind of slow, made some unforced errors, but then righted the ship. That's the way I kind of thought it went, but we'll see what happens. A couple good little volley dinks. Rashid and Jeremy doing a battle. I like everything's happening here. We get the speed up. Let's see if there's a smart speed up. I don't think it's very high, but he does a really good job hitting that dead center on Patrick. There's a debate on Facebook whether you should try to hit somebody or not. My opinion is this. Buckle up, Buttercup. If you're playing pickleball and you're playing level 4, certainly 4 or 5 higher, you should expect to be, every once in a while, somebody's going to try to tag your body. And if you don't have that as part of your shots, then you're probably not a 4 or 5. Because every once in a while, that is the best shot you have. Now, obviously, you need to keep that shot low. We're not trying to hit people anywhere near the face, anywhere near, even shoulder high, something like that. But middle of their core of their body is a legal shot, and it's part of the game. That's my opinion. Some people think it's a cheap shot. I simply disagree. By the way, sometimes it's going to happen somewhat accidentally. You're just going to try to be hitting at their feet. You're going to hit a little high, and it's going to, maybe hit them. The ball ain't that hard. It ain't that, well, it is actually pretty hard, but it ain't that heavy. It's not going to do damage unless your opponent is not wearing eye protection and you hit them in the face, which is very dangerous. I had a friend of mine that had to literally sit, lay down with his head down for 3 weeks as a gas bubble was pressing up against his damaged retina. So pickleball can cause real damage. All right, enough rambling. Let's talk about what's happening on the frame here. Rashid goes and drive. Jeremy's up for it. Jeremy's really, I would say, one of his biggest improvements. Certainly, just in general, at the kitchen, he's been really, really strong. And he's just consistently getting drives back. Immediately as I say that, he misses a drive, tries to do too much with it, tries to redirect it where he probably should just hit that right back his opponent. And the second one, he may fail. So take all that I said and throw it away, because the dude's horrible taking drives at the net. Every time I drive it at him, he gets it back. All right. Patient choices here. Rashid really likes to cross court. He has tried to do a two-handed cross court as well and put some spin on it. That will be tough if he ever masters that. You're not trying to win it, but you're trying to get an advantage. Put them a little bit in a beleaguered situation. That's a bad choice, right? He's playing with a lefty. He's coming across here and hits it down below his knee for no reason, right? Patrick lets that ball bounce. He hits a dink, and the point continues. Bad choice, young Rashid. He's made a series of bad choices in his life. Signing up for Scientology, I guess that was probably one of his best choices. Get to hang out with John Travolta and Tom Cruise, that's pretty good. Other than that, the kids made some bad choices. Good choice there, Patrick. Very good. He's got some height advantage, and therefore he gets the reach, and he hits a nice punch right at Sarah's feet. Hit it at the feet, usually get a bit treat. Well played, Mr. McLaughlin. See what Sarah does with this serve. Sarah's a solid player, very athletic. She played Division I softball. Not usually the sport you would think would translate perfectly to pickleball, but just that athleticism, I think, is part of the deal. They have 6 points. Sarah sped it up there, hit a nice hard shot. Patrick defended, got his paddle on it, but it was wayward in its direction, velocity, and force, and went out of bounds. Look at Rashid jump. Let's do that again. Woo! Jump up and down. Woo! I love playing pickleball. I'm Rashid. Whee! I love playing pickleball. He is so excited. He's hit the ball. We've got back into the middle. I would love to see Sarah and Jeremy go to the middle here a little bit with the non-stacking back ends in the middle. They did have a nice series there at the kitchen to get the point, which was nice. So they've got 7. And either one person can take that. It might have been out. Jeremy putting on a good fight. Not able to get enough mustard on the meat. Is it meat on the bones to get that ball over there? Something to do with mustard. Really nice shot by Sarah. Almost. That ball, talk about this every once in a while, at somebody's armpit is just hard to get to and do much with, especially on their dominant high end. So that ball was hit right at Patrick's armpit. It's just hard to get there and do anything with it. So he gets it, he makes a quick flaring shot at it, makes contact with it, but not able to get it accurately there. Usually you want to kind of avoid somebody's forehand, but if you hit it right at the armpit or right around here, it just makes it for an awkward shot by them. Easy point given there. Young Sarah hits it wide. Quality dinks. Man, that's just a pop-up here. Not a horrible pop-up, but plenty. Yeah, it's a pretty bad pop-up. So here, I love the shot where you're directly across from the person, and they pop it up, and it's coming to a little bit in. I think hit that right at Patrick's feet, or even down the middle is the right choice. You don't want to go too wide because you risk hitting it out. You might catch the net, and then it's going to flare out. But Jeremy does a great job here with a pop-up. I mean, that's waist high. This is go time for him, and that's exactly what he does. He hits it right at Patrick's feet. It's going down and hard. Even if Patrick possibly digs that up, it's probably a second pop-up here to put it away. So controlled shot, good shot, effective shot, rally winner. Pretty good third shot drop. Man, that's a nice shot by Rashid. Rashid earned that. Let's see that roll that he has on the shot before. This right here. Pushes just way wide, gets the pop-up, puts it away. So a high-risk shot because he is trying to hit it right near the line, but he pulled it off. Sarah just struggles to get to the ball. Does a good job getting to it, but in her beleaguered state, something I say all the time, ends up popping one up. A good little battle going here. Rashid came to play. A couple unforced errors earlier. Looks like he's righted the ship. Deep return to a backhand. That's a good job. Underappreciated shot there. Doesn't look that good, but God bless. It's one of the most important shots in the game. Return deep and deep to the backhand is it's tits. It's good times. It's bueno. A little high. So Patrick usually would eat that up. Jeremy's ready, and it comes up, and he does a really good job of not only defending the speed up, but punching it down. See a little shaking the head there by Patrick. He knows he screwed up a little bit. Probably one of the things that I do too much is when I defend, I often just want to get it back and end up popping it up. Like it. This time they keep her back. Really good job of keeping her back. Even though they weren't fully back, right? Jeremy and Sarah were mid-court. Big advantage for Rashid and Patrick, especially two good players that have a lot of power. anything that's a little high, they're going to be able to keep you back and pound it. So just the nature of the servers have to stay back. Now this time the servers, with a good drop and really good jinks, have earned their way up to the kitchen. Let's see who wins the battle. A little net lob, put away. So a little fortunate there. We got a tip off the net. Patrick has to reach for it, pops it up, and Jeremy, who's really improved his kitchen play, has shown it today with some nice putaways. Miss Sarah, Mr. Patrick, Miss Sarah, Mr. Patrick. Good reset. That's a good choice of a dink. Also, nice touch there. I think Rashid's short hopping these, which I get in the habit of doing that. I think letting the ball bounce a little higher when available is just a little better, right? You get a little bit more time, you can be a little bit more careful with it. Short hop means you're not going to move your feet at all, but maybe taking a half step back and letting that thing bounce on occasion like Patrick just did there, and he misses it. Oh, the disgust, the lament. I like the footwork, just didn't hit the shot. It is the first game, so people warm up as we go. Speaking of warming up, it was hot. We didn't finish this. That's how we're. And there it is. Jeremy comes across with the Ernie. I'm pretty sure his feet were in. It wasn't in. His feet were in. God bless him. I speak English. Watch him here. Eventually, his foot was going to be in. That is a violation. If he hits it to Jeremy, it's going to be a winner. Because his right foot couldn't be more in the kitchen. That is not an Ernie. That is a losey. But unfortunately, Patrick, by the way, when the big, ugly brow of Jeremy slams up in your face like that, it's going to distract you a little bit. So he's not able to get it back over the net. If he gets over the net, it's a winner because Jeremy was in the kitchen. But no, that's the case. We got one game done. Good job, Sarah. Good job, Jeremy. Good job, Patrick. Good job, Rashid. Ciao.